I am profoundly struck this summer by how important, sacred, and grounding daily ritual has become in my practice as a priestess and a witch. We talk so much within our community about the importance of ritualized spellcrafting and focusing on the active parts of witchcraft practice. And these things have their place, and they are important to a living, thriving practice. But as I age physically, and as life moves us about unexpectedly in the storms of human experience, I find myself this summer particularly profoundly grateful for the simple daily practices that allow my path as a witch to feel alive, and that allow me as a woman and a priestess to feel centered, grounded, and secure. Living in alignment with the seasons, tapping into the wisdom that we access through nature, connecting in to the elements as part of this seasonal living has allowed me to connect with the element of fire this summer in a new way. Not in a burning conflagration. This isn't the ecstasy and agony of a passion that eats you alive that I have explored this summer as a witch. But instead, the way that a banked flame can burn perennially, warming home and hearth, and connecting us to what truly matters. I have felt more than ever the aliveness of the crone through the quieter flame. Through the power of life that lives within dirt, even when it appears to be lying fallow. To the wisdom that dwells within the void, and the feminine essence that dwells there, that which creates and extinguishes. And as I have connected to these aspects of the crone in a slower form of magic, daily ritual, and connection to the practices that my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother partook in have been particularly powerful. They may not have called it witchcraft the same way that we do today, but the focused arrangement of flowers, stones, and ephemera as offerings to our beloved dead in memory of those who have gone before us. And as I carry these practices forward in honor of the old ones and the gods that make up my path, I have tapped back into a root of magical practice that is very much connected to the voice of the land and my ancestors. Drying herbs under specific cycles of the moon, anointing oil, crafted lovingly in the liminal hours between dawn and dusk. Ritual clearing of my decks, of my sacred tools, and tapping into not only the Sabbats, but the turning of the wheel of the year in a profoundly rooted and anchored way, aligned with the wisdom of the underworld, have allowed my psychic ability, that which is an essential aspect of my practice as an energetic and vampiric witch. I've been able to tap into this knowing place, this second sight space, in new and profound ways, because I am rooted and grounded into daily practice, which it is so often easy to ignore, and yet allows us to feel alive and connected to the path as witches, as seers, as priestesses, every day. Something as simple as lighting a candle and talking to the old ones and the land, clearing a deck with ritual intention and focus, crafting an offering, praying to our gods, are essential components of my practice as a witch. And this summer, they are the hearth flame that burns softly, but knowingly. And I encourage you to explore basic aspects of practice that it's easy to overlook, that are actually powerful anchors and roots into the path of the solitary witch, priestess, and voice for other realms. What aspect of practice calls to you? How can you make room for that in your daily life? What you receive for that investment of time and energy will be well worth the price. Oceans of love.